Tonight, Russia's war against Ukraine continues. Here are three things you need to know. Ukraine's defense ministry saying its forces have retaken an outlying city, allowing Ukraine's military to prevent Russian troops from surrounding the capital city of Kyiv. At this point, the conflict has driven almost a quarter of Ukraine's 44 million people from their homes. Germany predicts that refugee number could reach as high as 10 million in the coming weeks. As the war drags on, the Biden administration now warning of a possible cyber attack from Russia that could target critical American infrastructure. The president's cybersecurity warning isn't just for major companies or even state or county governments. It's also about protecting your personal information at home. And tonight's Consumer 10, Kevin Landers explains how to keep your personal information away from hackers.
Streams of data flow through the internet with the hope nothing you send gets into the wrong hands.
The malware is actually targeting backups. So if it's connected to your computer, it has access to wipe it out.
Matt Enderle runs MaxTech, a Columbus computer security company. He says protecting your data starts with the wireless router you have in your home.
Don't use the one provided by the internet company. You get better security from an aftermarket router or modem than you would with one that you would get included in your service.
Security experts also say it's important to change your passwords. The longer and harder the passwords are, the better protected your electronics are from what's called a brute force attack.
The more complex you make that password, the less likely they can brute force their way in.
On Monday, President Biden warned the country about an uptick in Russian computer hackers trying to infiltrate computer systems of our nation's critical infrastructure in response to U.S. sanctions.
Are Russian hackers looking for you specifically? No. What they're really looking for are weaknesses in any computer system. And if your computer system is tied to your company, that's what hackers really want to do, take that company down.
Enderle also says using two-factor identification is also a good way to prevent a hacker from taking over your computer.
Say your password is password123, and you've been using that on all your systems. If you use it on system A and system A's database becomes compromised, they'll take your password, they'll put it in the dark web, and that goes into a dictionary of passwords. So when people are trying to hack accounts, they're using everyone's known passwords to get in.
Which is why security experts tell people to use a password manager. Security experts say, bottom line, when it comes to your data, you can never be too careful.
The more devices you have, the more security conscious you should be.
Kevin Landers, 10 TV News.